acres, so we kind of have a potato update and a potato planting happening. I ordered potatoes from High Mowing, and they don't even ship them till around April 15th, which is kind of late. It's the first time I'm getting a chance to do them. We cut them in half, let them sit for about a day, maybe 2 days, and then now I'm going to plant them. Here we go. So these are Mom and Dave's potatoes. They did do one update, but here they are. Ooh, it looks like we have a bug situation. Those just flies?
Yeah.
Oh, those were just...
Well, because we're close to the pig pen, I think.
Those are just flies. That's not bad. But
to keep the dogs from...
That's just dirt all over them. But so the potatoes, their potatoes are actually doing really well. We weren't sure how the straw ones were going to turn out. And I'll show that to you in a second. But as you can see, he's mounding them up right now with a mix of soil and composty dirt. Now, the ones just in the ground are doing really well. The potatoes that were just put on top of the ground and in the straw, if the baby and dog would move, you can see that those did not come up quite as well. They did come up, but, I mean, you can definitely see the difference. Here, right there is a row of in-ground, a row of straw, row of in-ground, and then another row of straw and another row of in-ground. So just putting them on top of the dirt and putting straw... I know you're in the mud, Bubba. You're okay. Putting them on top of the dirt and just putting straw over them does not seem to have produced as many plants coming up as putting them directly in the ground.
It was an experiment that we tried that we probably won't try again.
Yeah. And the box... Problem with the box... Oh!
Yeah, it's sprouting.
We got a couple up there. So the box probably has to be watered regularly, and I don't know if it is getting watered regularly, and I don't, even though we're getting just ridiculous amounts of rain, it's probably not enough. Like the box is probably drying out in between those rains and not staying wet. But we do have some sprouting. Now let me show you the potatoes I got and how we're going to try and plant those. So from High Mowing, oh, you're fine. From High Mowing, I got two kinds. I got this Gold Rush potato, oblong, golden skinned russet with white flesh and excellent flavor, resistant to scab and hollow heart blight. And that's these. They got to get in the ground. You can see they're drying out a little bit, but they do still have all their eyes on them, and those look good. And then I have these over here, and these are dark red Norland potato. Outstanding red potato, offers great flavor and heavy yields, specifically developed for northern growers and short seasons, but found to be widely adaptable. Good keeper, scab resistance. So the potatoes, when we got them, they don't really look red. So maybe Norland dark red. I don't know why those aren't red. So I'm gonna get them planted. I have these 3 spaces, 1, 2, and 3. Now the problem with this third, oh, did you just pick up a potato, Bubba? The problem with this third one is there's standing water down there, and I don't know if that's a good thing. So we'll see if I end up using that row.
I have an idea about that.
Or what I am going to do with it. Because that could pose a problem for the potatoes. We'll see if I have enough potatoes to even do that, though. So
I have an idea about that.
About the standing water.
About all 3 trenches. Because our ground, you can see, it's basically clay. It's really hard. And I think it's difficult for the potatoes to get bigger because of the hardness of the ground. So why couldn't we put a layer of straw in the bottom of each trench, put the potatoes on top of the straw, and then cover the potatoes with the dirt? So that way when the potatoes start growing and the roots start going down, that straw is loose. And that straw will compost into dirt.
So Dave's kind of skipping ahead with my plan on what I plan on doing with the trenches.
And her plan might be my plan, I don't know.
So I'm going to try and even them out. They are not level. They need to be roughly 4. I'm gonna go for 6 inches deep. And what I'm gonna do is mix straw, compost, and our natural dirt, and fill it about 1 inch or 2, so that it's got some soft dirt in there. And then I am going to put the potatoes in, and then fill it with more of the straw, compost, and natural dirt. And we'll just keep mounding that up. Now,
Hey, that's what I said.
Recently, I saw somewhere where they said that mounding dirt over, like we're doing back here, right there. There we go. Mounding dirt over the potatoes like that doesn't make you get more potatoes. You won't get tubers coming off of the plant. I do not know. Sorry, I'm moving the... I do not know if that is true or not. That I was told that the only reason you do that is as your potatoes push up, it keeps them from getting green, and a green potato is a toxic potato. You should not be eating that, or you should be cutting the green off before you eat it. So I don't truly know if the mounding will help us get more potatoes, but we're still going to do it. You okay? God bless you. God bless you twice. So let's get started. Dave's already started, so let me put the camera down and get to work so he's not the only one working. I might do it on top.
So with this soil, I don't know how much you're going to have to do it because it's so nutrient rich. Yeah, this is disappointing.
Yeah, I think even with the straw,
Where you going, Bubba? Don't walk on those.
you have to build some form of a trench.
Because this is Yukon Gold,
I don't know.
and this is Yukon Gold.
Oh, you're telling me, not
Okay,
asking.
no, I mean, this is Yukon Gold, and this is Yukon Gold. Look at the difference.
Yeah.
That's a gigantic difference.
Yeah, Bubba, you stopped putting the rocks in the bucket. Oh, yeah, you can put sticks too. Thank you.
The row of Kennebecs does have some little tiny potatoes coming up.
Can you see them under it?
Here, there's a little one there, here. Let's see more here.
Yeah, so you just want
There's
to be
one right
careful
here.
when you're covering them.
Yeah. So there is one right here. I'm not so much worried about covering them as Jack walking on it. See, it's just walking right through the middle of it. Back up, Reggie.
Come.
Come on.
No.
No!
Okay. I know. Let's do the rocks. Come on, let's do the rocks. Hey, no, get the rocks, Mama. Hey. So, let's see if you can see it. When one barks, they all have to bark. So, I put some good dirt down, or good composty dirt from over in the pile. And then I did some straw. And then I did some of our natural clay dirt, which the top layers of the dirt back here actually aren't bad. They're pretty good looking. Let's see.
Yeah, underneath it's bad.
You can kind of see. I mean, it's not. The problem is it clumps together, so it's not great, but it's not horrible. And then I did more straw on there, and a little more of the good dirt. And then you can see I've kind of interspersed, let's see, my potatoes kind of diagonally back and forth. I'm going to guess what? That's about 6 to 8 inches apart. Going all the way from down here, all the way back there. Now I'm going to fill it in again with some straw, some good composty dirt, and our natural dirt. And then I'll move on to the next row. And that is how we're going to do these potatoes. The thing with some of the potato methods also, though, is one year you might have great success doing potatoes a certain year. And then the next year, for some reason, you have no success with it and very little yield. Sometimes it's literally just the weather. If you didn't plant at the exact same time. Some things are just unavoidable. Maybe there's a lot of bug pressure that year. So, if any of these ways fail completely, we won't use them again. But if any of them are even slightly successful, we will probably still try multiple ways throughout the years to see if we continue to have luck. I feel like one year isn't a guaranteed. We need to succeed for a few years doing it that way in order for me to consider it a real success and good way to plant them. But back to planting. Watch out, girl. Then move.
You have another shovel like that?
Gotta pretend like there's people working around.
Jack is helping you.
Yeah, it's right there.
Thank you, Bubba.
Sarah's got it. We've got 2 shovels here. Here, I'll show you how I did that. Set the shovel down.
So it's been 2 days since we had started the potatoes, and we got a massive storm, and then yesterday, so it's been a day and a half. Yesterday when I came out to look, the third ditch was completely, it was just a pool of water in there. So I went a different route with the potatoes that we got from High Mowing, and I'm going to show you what that is right now. So here's the 2 rows I originally started. This one is the dark red Norland. This one is the Gold Rush. That was supposed to be the 3rd one, but it originally had some water in the bottom, and then we got that rain and it was just complete water, and I didn't feel comfortable planting the potatoes there. So Dave filled in the hole with the dirt he had pulled out of it, And I just went with 2 mineral buckets, sat back here. They each have 4 potato starts in them. They each have 4 potato starts or halves in them. I'm going to give them a really good watering, and we'll see how the buckets do. Now, I had more than that, so I actually planted somewhere else, and I'll show you that as well. So I planted the other ones at the beginning of our garden when we walk in. It gets some good shade in the morning, which will hopefully help the potatoes, but then they do get a lot of sunlight also. So we have a lot of weed pressure here. So I just cleared out 2 tires, took the dirt from another one to fill them up. And we are going to do, that's the Gold Rush in the purple tire, the dark red Norland in this black tire. And we are going to see how they do in the tires this year as well. I think last year they did okay when we did potatoes, but really not great. So we'll see how it does this year. I will try and keep up with mounding the dirt and moving it up. I don't know if the mounding of the dirt really helps you get more potatoes or not, but we are still doing that. So we'll see how it goes. Thank you for joining us on Growing Home Acres and watching this journey with us at our homestead, and I will see you next time. Bye.